For months, LA politicians have wrestled with how to spend tens of millions of dollars cut from the city's police department budget after protests erupted over George Floyd's killing in Minneapolis last May. A draft plan approved by the City Council in December would have devoted $88 million to youth and recreation programs, neighborhood beautification initiatives, job and business programs, nonprofit services and more. But that proposal ran into opposition from the police chief and the police union, as well as Mayor Eric Garcetti. The mayor vetoed the plan, saying the reprogrammed money should focus more heavily on racial justice, income inequality and community safety programs. On Tuesday, in a rare move, the City Council voted to override Garcetti's veto, then went on to pass a more detailed proposal that seems to hew closer to his vision for how to allocate the money. Garcetti, in a statement, said he supports the council's latest version of the spending plan. Tuesday's vote marked the first time that the council has overridden a veto by Garcetti, city aides said. The plan, backed by City Council President Nury Martinez and several council members, now allocates $14 million slated for policing alternatives, including community intervention officers, according to a city report. An additional $18 million would be allocated for homeless prevention and homeless services, including eviction defense services, jobs and outreach workers. That initial allocation of $32 million reflects the spending priorities of 6 council districts. Tuesday's vote was 11-4, with council members Bob Blumenfield, Monica Rodriguez, Mike Bonin and Joe Buscaino voting against the proposal. 10 votes were needed to override Garcetti's veto. Blumenfield voted against the original spending plan, saying on Tuesday that it wasn't true to the intent of the funding and that he was glad the mayor vetoed it. But he also voted against the revised plan Tuesday. Blumenfield cited several reasons, including recent budget cuts that slashed services and reduced city employees' pay. "I love many of these new expenditures," Blumenfield said. "But how can we look at our employees and our constituents, look them in the eye and tell them to accept all of these sacrifices, and then spend wildly on a host of new council-directed projects, as good as they are?" Other council members voiced concerns that residents outside the 6 council districts wouldn't be able to access programs funded by the $32 million. Melina Abdullah, a co-founder of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, told the council at Tuesday's meeting that her group strongly supported the council's plan to override Garcetti's veto. "We must get the money that was reallocated from LAPD into our communities," Abdullah said, adding that dollars need to go to intervention work, dollars need to go into the hands of those who are struggling in communities, dollars need to go into housing, especially for Black people.